Hey mobsters, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Shanie. I am back with another vlog. So happy to say those words again. So today I am back to share my vision board with you guys. For everybody who's celebrating the Chinese New Year, happy Chinese New Year, happy Lunar Year. You know the vibes. So I shared my vision board, which is down here. I'm about to share it with you guys. It is a Chinese New Year type of vision board because I decided that I don't want to start the year off back in January when things aren't so sure. So now that I'm in a better place, I know where I'm at, I feel like to start the new year right now in February. You know, so I'm gonna start it off with a kickstart with like the Chinese New Year. It's the year of the ox. I'm feeling really strenuous. I'm feeling strenuous in terms of like having a lot on my back. You know, I have a lot to accomplish. I know where I'm at, and I love the heavy weight. I love the dead weight that's happening right now. So I made a vision board to share what my visions are for this year, just to have them all clear, just to have them focused, you know, like to know where I'm at with everything. And I thought I'll share them with you guys because who else am I gonna share them with? You know what I mean? Like, come on now. So I'm gonna share them with you guys, and I hope you guys get a little bit of perspective of where I'm at and like what's happening, and yeah, just like a whole rounded vision. So let's just jump into the vlog before I elaborate too much. So this is what my poster looks like. I'm actually going to be saving this, so I already decided where in my house I'm going to put it. Everything I've had it down to a T. I also will be attaching to this vlog how I made this board, the vision board, in case you want to go ahead and make one for yourself. The challenges of making a vision board in quarantine. Yeah, it's actually harder than you think it is, but I'll tell you in the video that's coming up after this one. So first of all, let's jump into the video of how to make it, and then after I'll tell you guys a little bit more about what's on the board. Okay, so let's see it. Okay guys, so we are back, and now I can finally do the part that I want to do and talk about what is on this vision board. So I did make it pink. I wonder, like, I hope you guys can see it. So this, I'm just gonna let it take over the screen so you guys can see it properly, and then I will go ahead and elaborate. I feel like I'm doing like a high school like presentation or something. Like, can you guys see me? I think I'm going to put it on the wall. That way it's easier, you know? Yeah, I think it's way easier. And I actually decided I'm gonna leave it like, not like right here specifically in my house, but I'm gonna like find a place for it. So yeah, I want to keep this. It's just so cute, and I feel like I put a lot of energy into making it how it is. So I don't think I'm going to throw it out because these are my visions, and why would I want to throw them away, right? So this is what it's like. The whole concept, I never really thought about it being pink. I don't know why it keeps going darker or not, but I'm gonna just do it like this because I think this is better. So as you guys can see, it says my 2021 vision board right here. It has a little heart because, you know, in all things, make sure that love is involved, because you want to put your heart to it, for sure. Put your heart into it, above it, you know. Just put your heart in it. Like, put your heart in it, okay? So in all things, we want to put our hearts in it. And right here, as you guys can see, it's like this ox. So I did put throughout the vision board, I put some ox in it just because it's not really a Chinese New Year vision board unless I incorporate a little bit of their culture in it. And I really appreciate that because I just like the difference of the culture. I just like their fashion sense as well. Like, they're great people. So I thought that I'll just incorporate some of that into it, and then I'll tell you guys more about like each goal that I have. I did kind of like started off with a few goals, and then I kind of like made them more than one because they were basically almost like so different, so I couldn't combine them anymore. I had to like separate them. So first of all, I went ahead and I did eat healthier. And here I have like a picture of a balanced meal right here, and I have health. So I have health because you want to make sure you have health. Without no health, there is no life. Because if your body's deteriorating, like, what's the sense of us being around, right? You have to make sure that your health comes first. Make sure you're eating a balanced meal. You want to make sure that you have the energy to get up every day and to do your daily chores, go to work, do whatever you got to do. And you can't do that without health, because health is wealth, right? So I have to eat healthier right here. I have a balanced meal, like I have 2 balanced meals right here. And then right here I have a quote: I am at peace with myself. So also throughout my board, I had like these self affirmation quotes that I really appreciate, because yes, I want to get all this accomplished, but also I want to be my best self while I'm doing it. I want to feel motivated. I want to feel like I'm not being pressured to do it because I put it on the board. I'm like, yeah, like do that for 2021 to shade. No, I want to like reinforce myself that I have the strength and I have the courage to complete this race. So yeah, that's why I put these little quotes. There's like all throughout, but I'll show you guys as I go along. So I have the photo of the healthy meal, and then below that I didn't really do these goals in order of anything like of interest or of how I want them to get done. No, I just kind of like slapped them on here because I didn't want to confuse myself or put too much pressure on myself into completing it, so I like put them all over. So I have a broad perspective of what I want to accomplish, and it goes all over the board, so that's why I'm explaining it. So the next one is to be career happy. And to be career happy means to be in a place in life where you don't feel burdensome to get up and go to work every day. And I feel like I felt that way for a couple of my jobs, and I don't want to feel like, oh, I'm getting up to go do a job and to provide a service or whatever it is that you do for a job, and you feel like it's a big deal. Like you're not having fun, you're not enjoying life at that point. So I want to find a career that makes me happy. So I want to be career happy. And here I have like the photos of her. She's smiling, she's dressed professionally. I have her as well, dressed professionally as well. She's smiling, she's doing what she loves, and that's what the biggest component of having a happy career is, doing what you love. Because a lot of us, we start off with like 9-to-5s and office jobs, and those are okay, but we tend to stray and find stuff that we find more interesting, and we make it become a business or a career, and that's doing what you love. And not everybody has that privilege of doing what you love, but at the end of the day, find something that you're content with, not something that you are like feeling pressure to go do every day. It's such a burden. Oh my god, I have to get up, I have to get this done. And I tell you, it does exist, because I felt like that for a few of my jobs. So stylist to say. And then I have below here, I have like another picture of the ox, because like I said, I want it to be throughout for encouragement. And I also don't want to leave the fact that it's a Chinese New Year vision board and I didn't incorporate any of that in it, because like it doesn't make any sense, right? So here I have to spend less. I actually had spend less as well as to cook more and spend less together, but I'm like, those are 2 different things. Yes, I want to save money, and yes, I want to cook more. They're 2 different thoughts. So I like cut them in half and have spend less right here. And here I have challenge. Spending less for most people, and for me as well, is a challenge, because you see nice things, you like pretty things, you feel like you deserve it, you buy it, and you're like, why not? It's just me. Like, it's just me in my world. You don't recognize that the sooner you start saving, the better. Yeah, like I learned that the hard way. I'm still learning, and that's okay, because we learn as we go along in life, and that's acceptable. So I have challenge right here. So with spending less comes challenge, and here I have like this beautiful girl right here. She's all docked out. I did cut the photo, but in the other one she's all fashionable and all pretty, and that's, I had that as spending less on clothing, spending less on clothing mostly, because that's kind of like where most of my money goes. So I have that as well. Then we're gonna come up here, and as I was making reference in my previous vlog with this, when I was doing this hair, is my skincare. As you guys can know, you can't see it right now because I kind of like put makeup over it, and I have like a couple blemishes right here because of my face shield that I'm wearing for work. It has caused extreme breakout on my skin, and I don't even know what to take the spots out. So I'm not really feeling the best right now as to where my skin can be. I ordered a steamer off of Amazon. I've ordered this thing to take your blackheads out, and it's just like, oh my god, like maybe I'm just trying too many things. So I'm just gonna take a step back and try one product at a time and see what works for me. So here I just have a photo of like Neutrogena and Olay, and these are all great brands, as well as a photo of her applying this face cream to her face. So I apply visuals to your board. It just gives it a wow factor, and there's a whole story behind the magazines that I'm telling you. I'm gonna be telling you, and I already told you. I figured I already told you in the vlog, like in the video just now. Guys, I was running around trying to find magazines, okay, for this vlog. I was hunting it down. I was going on Facebook Marketplace, I was going on Indigo. I was about to buy a bunch of expensive ones, and I'm like, no. Like, I always see these and I always ignore them because I never wanted to read anywhere. You go to the nail salon, you go to the doctor's office. Bro, these are actually so valuable now that I couldn't find any. So then it hit me, why don't I just go to the checkout? Like, you know, when you go to the grocery store, you always see them. There must be one on sale. I'm not really sure how much these are, but trust me, they're gonna be cheaper than what I was about to do, buying it at Indigo, right? Finding these photos was a challenge to itself, and I only thought about how to find them like long after I could have put 2 and 2 together. But anyways, so yeah, so there's Hydro Boost water gel. I find that if I use products that's more water-based as opposed to having like harsh ingredients in my skin, it works a lot. So I have like Neutrogena and Olay and all that. So skincare is going to be a big aspect of my 2021 accomplishment that I want to do right now. I feel like it's next to getting monetized, is probably like the biggest thing, the biggest goal right now, personal goal per se. Next thing I have on here is to meditate. I do this, but I feel like I need to do it a lot more. For many people it doesn't work. For me it does. I like to fall asleep with like lullabies, and I like to fall asleep with self-affirmation quotes, just running on my TV or running on my Bluetooth speaker, and it makes me fall asleep. When I'm in deep sleep, sorry, I feel more relaxed. I just know that I am relaxed. If I get up to go to the washroom, I hear it playing, it puts me back into that mind frame of when I went to sleep, and it just makes me more relaxed. So that's why I have meditate right here, because meditation for me is a big deal. I actually really enjoy it. I actually really enjoy yoga, as you guys already know, and it's just a part of my life that I want to improve. I want to know more about it. I want to know more how to practice like the positions and so forth. So here's just 2 girls that are just exercising, and below you have Be You. So I have these going throughout, and you have Do You, For You, Be You, because who are you living for? Who are you doing who is this board for? It's for me, right? So I have to do it for me, I have to do it for me, and I have to be myself while I'm doing it. So at the end of the day, if the kind of like your world kind of revolves around yourself, so all this should be mostly about you and your self-growth. So you kind of want to be selfish with your vision board, because you want to see where the growth is going to take place, and this growth could be for multiple people. It could be for your family, could be for your kids, could be for your relationship. That's fine, because at the end of the day, you have a set goal. It doesn't necessarily have to be for you, but it's a set goal of something, right? And that's what these are about. So right here I have Choose Happy. So, and all these, and these, like these worded ones I got from Pinterest. Pinterest is a good source to get especially if you want to have like a color theme going on. I didn't really have a color theme. I guess it turned out to be pink, and that's not really me because I'm not a pink person. Like yellow is my favorite color, but I don't know, it turned out to be pink. So here I have a photo of when I was the happiest. I just came back from Jamaica. I feel rejuvenated, I feel fresh, I feel free, I feel happy, I feel content, I feel all the words that can really explain happiness is what I felt in this photo. So I chose to be happy here. I chose to be happy, and I choose to be content. So I took a photo of myself, and I wanted to have this on here because I know within myself that this was the happiest I was for a long time. So when I see this, I don't have to second guess, oh, why was that photo here? Oh yeah, I was happy. I automatically know that I was happy, right? And then if we go further over, we have I'm just gonna like bring the board more over because we're like going further away, and then I don't want it to get like really dark. So I'm just gonna like pin it. Oh god, I don't want to put too many holes in my board. Like I want to save it. Okay, so over here, oh, I forgot to tell you guys about the little lines that's going on. So you guys will see in the video that like how I composed this whole thing. You will see that I actually had like staples here to get them together, but then I have strips of silver that I thought would be pretty cute to hide that fact, so I put the strips of silver right here, and I put the strips of silver over there as well, just to give it like almost like a frame type of thing, and not to make it so obvious that I have staples going throughout. So you can't really see it right now because it's all covered and it's how it's supposed to be, but for the most part, yeah. So my next goal right here is to get monetized, and along with getting monetizers, it's a big responsibility. As you guys know, in my previous vlog about this hair, I told you guys that's my biggest, like one of my biggest accomplishments for this year. I want to put more energy in my channel, I want to put more effort, and I want to see myself grow. And it's a personal growth, it's not necessarily a monetary growth. That's included as well, but it's mostly to challenge myself. Like, this is a year of challenge. I want to put myself to the test at the hardest that I could within quarantine and see what comes out of it. And you know what, like, regardless of what happens, at least I could say that I started the year off with a vision, and I'm sure that will take me along a couple months from now, and I still will have that vision. Like, I'm not lost as to what I want, right? So that's the main idea. And to get monetized, you have to savings is just to start. So you have to save, organize, and know where your planning is at. If you want to get monetized and you want to make vlogs and videos, you have to be strategic and find ways to make your videos that's not going to cost you a lot. So you're gonna, like, savings is just to start. So you're gonna save to build yourself. Ignite your motivation. What is your channel about? Like, what makes you happy? Like, what do you want to vlog about? Like, don't just go vlog something that's boring. And that's my biggest challenge, because it's like there's so many things that are popping, and there's so many things that are like out there in the world right now that I could talk about, but do they inspire me? Like, no, most of them don't, so I don't want to vlog about them. So that's like the type of push and tug of war that I have going on with myself that I have to deal with. But that's fine, because I'm not gonna like go out of my way to like vlog something that I'm not comfortable with, and that's just my preference. Stay on track. So you want to track yourself and track yourself growth. Yeah, so I know that YouTube is really good with helping people to stay on track. It will give you like all these analytics of how your channel is growing, how it's been over the past few months. I think it goes up to, I don't know, like maybe a couple years. Like, you can see the last 7 days, last 28 days, and so forth, the last couple weeks, to see how many people have viewed your channel, how many people have liked it, what's your interaction status like, are people like commenting on your videos, are they like, where is all your views coming from? Like, that's a huge thing to know, because then you can actually maximize on wherever you're getting your most views from. And I know, like, for me right now, I think it might be from, for some reason, it's from search engines or Google or whatever, because people, I guess, they're not following my channel, so they kind of like tap it in to like the Google search to follow me. And guys, you're here, you're watching it, you're keeping up with me. The last time you were here, you could have subscribed and just catch this vlog right away the moment I post it. So with that being said, just click subscribe right now and turn your notification bell on, because it saves you so much time than to be searching for my channel, because I love you, you love me, and we want to keep intact, right? We want to keep our togetherness going. So to stay on track is that one, and to stick the landing. So you want to stick it where you know you're gonna have a lot of potential happening, a lot of growth happening. Say you put yourself, oh, I'm gonna accomplish stuff by November. Okay, then jam it to November. Jam your goals to November. Say, by November I want to have this. By November I want to accomplish this. By November I want this to be happening. So you know that you're going to stick it to November. So when that time comes around, you're going to look at yourself and be like, oh, okay, so this happened, and this is where I'm at, and this never took place, but that's okay, and stuff like that, right? So you want to know your progress, sticking with your progress, basically. And for this one, I have travel, which is not much is going to go on, because it's like quarantine in 2021, and we're still like having like a run over of 2020, but I am confident that 2021 is going to turn around. And I think that for the most part, it's not really stopping the world from traveling. I think you just have to do it carefully and know all the rules and restrictions. And I would actually say that before you travel, make sure that you're not like taking a big risk with yourself or anybody else. Make sure you're not like coming back to quarantine in a big family, because we know we have these urges that we can like control. So make sure that you're not coming back and you're exposing your family, your friends, or other people. You're making sure you're quarantining. I know in Canada, I think it's like 2 weeks, so make sure you're sticking with that and not putting other people at risk, because yeah, you want to travel, but other people didn't ask to go traveling with you, right, to get an airborne disease. So be considerate. So that's why I have travel right here, and here I have like this girl in like this nice sundress. I have this tropical background happening right here, because anywhere I want to go, I want it to be like tropical, obviously warm. and beautiful. I want to be just as beautiful as her while wearing my nice little sundress and smiling in the sun. So that's why I added these to it. And I'm going to talk about school after, but for the most part, having one magazine that covers everything is the biggest challenge. Finding one magazine, and I didn't, like I said, I didn't go there choosing like these things based on the pictures. I had these plans, like these are my goals. I'm not changing them regardless of what magazine that I bought. So turns out like I had to just strategize, you know, like do the whole strategy and know where to place stuff and make it fit, because I want to make it not only fit for this video, but I want to make it make sense for myself. So that's why I had to play around with some of the photos and make it all make sense. And I think for the most part, I'm quite content with how it turned out. So I match like my goals with the photos, and that helps me because not everybody's like a verbal learner, but some people are visual learners, and we all learn in different ways, and we have to appreciate that. So lastly, I have school. I have like a question mark at school because I'm like, I don't really know if I want to go back this year or not, or what's going to happen, but there's always a possibility that I could sign up for it or could not, and I'm like weighing my options. So having that school going on with career happy is kind of like intertwined, because whatever I'm going back to school for, it would make me career happy. But do I really want to put myself through like 4 more years or like 2-3 more years of school? If you can find a job that makes you just as happy that you don't have to go back to school or start your own business, how about that? Then we won't need this aspect. So that's what the question mark is for. And here I have this little desk. I have another aux right here just to support the Chinese New Year. And yeah, like that's kind of like where I'm at with this one. And then with the cook more, I decided that I don't want to eat out like anymore. I wasn't really the type to eat out, but I was the type to buy a lot of snacks and buy stuff that I don't need. And I may not spend a lot in one area like food wise, but I might spend a lot in like other areas that I could possibly don't spend a lot. So I feel like this could be cook more and save more, and that's why I had to spend less, because they're kind of like together. So that's kind of like where the cooking more comes in. But I do also want to learn more how to like better my cooking skills, so that's also important right here. So here I have like some mussels, I have like some beef and carrots and chicken and asparagus, and yeah, like working on my veggies for sure. That's the healthy eating part. Could just be a bowl of greens because I never eat them and they're so bitter to me, but I gotta work on that aspect, because if I want everything to work out at the end of the year, I have to focus mostly on my health. So I feel like skincare, like I said, is important, but definitely eat healthier. It's like a silent, most important, understated like goal that I have to accomplish. So that's where most of my focus should be. But you know, we get a little bit strayful, we stray a little bit sometimes. So that's what everything, like all my bulletins are about. So I have like, how much is it? Like 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 2, yeah, 9 of them. Like for some reason I can't count because it's so close to me. So I have 9 goals, and I didn't want to make it too many. I feel like I already split some and made it more than it had to be. So 9 goals, and I want to see how they come to, like how they end at the end of the year. And I'm kind of excited. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling motivated. I already have plans set out for these ones, and I'm already looking forward to see the growth, you know what I mean? And I hope this inspires you guys to make a vision board for yourself, put stuff on a wall, put stuff on. You don't have to have like a canvas or anything like this. You can literally stick it on your wall. Just don't ruin your wall, because if you lose certain tape, it will not come off. But for the most part, make sure you know like what your goals are if it helps you. And I really hope that this kind of like put things into perspective for at least one person, just to know that, hey, like, you gotta get this going. You know, I don't want to lose focus of what's important just because like we're having a whole pandemic going on. Your life still matters. Life still goes on. We have to get this done, right? We have to get our well-being done. So that's that was done. And to accessorize or to like make it more like girly and more pretty, aesthetic wise, I kind of like added the pink roses and the diamonds. So I have like these diamond studs. I don't know if you guys can see them. They're like here and here throughout, and then I added like these little pink roses. And I did kind of go all out with added the roses to it, which is kind of like, it's kind of confusing if you're not necessarily looking, like if you don't know where to look. But if it's like somebody else, it might get confusing. But I kind of like, I like the roses for some reason. It just adds some little bit of softness, not that kind of pushy type of feel to it. It's like real calm, right? So, but yeah, like my 2020 vision board, that's kind of like all that there is to talk about for this one. I really hope, like I said, this inspire you guys to make your own vision board and to put things into better perspective for you if that's what your goal is for 2021. Anyways, guys, well, with that being said, thank you so much for watching my vlog. Don't forget to share it with somebody that you think could use this the most. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.